I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, I was watching Dennis James, the Menace podcast, and he had his usual crew, Milo Sarchev, Chris Cormier, and Rafael Brandao was the guest there. Rafael said something that I like. And before I get into that, I've talked about the mindset numerous times in numerous videos. And one thing that really annoys me is when a competitor is asked about an upcoming show and they say, well, I'll be happy with this placing or that placing. Once you start talking like that, you've already accepted defeat. When your approach to training should be the mindset you're training to win. And when you get to that show and you step on stage, you're stepping on stage to win. And like I said, if once you start thinking otherwise, you're already accepting defeat. You know, Jay Cutler in the 2000 Olympia, before the Olympia, he was talking. He's going to be right up there. He's going to be compared to Ronnie Coleman, and he's going to battle Ronnie Coleman. Now, Jay hasn't accomplished anything at this point. What happens? He actually came in 15th. I believe he was dead last. But that's not the point. He hadn't accomplished anything significant at all yet, as a pro at least. And he went into that show with the mindset that he's going to be standing right next to the best bodybuilder in the world and be battling with him. Didn't happen, but that was the mindset. What happens in the following year, 2001, where he placed second to Coleman, and a lot of people argue that he could have won. Very controversial. And I remember after that, I'm not sure which Olympia, it was at a press conference, and Bob Ciccarello asked Jay if he thinks he can defeat the champ. And Jay gave him this look like, are you fucking kidding me? And he's like, his response was, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I can beat him. He's like looking at Bob like he's an asshole for asking the question in the first place. That is the mindset you should have. And unfortunately, I hear so many people talk. They don't have that mindset going into when they're approaching the preparation and stepping on stage. Let's get to Rafael Brandao. During the podcast, and they do it on a few other podcasts when they have a show coming up, the regulars on there, they'll give their every week they'll give their picks for the top 5 or 6. They revise them each week. And Rafael was the guest, so they were doing the picks. Everybody's giving their picks for the upcoming Arnold. And Rafael is going to participate. He's going to be the last one. They all give their placings that I think is going to transpire. And Rafael speaks. And he says, well, on paper, everybody is saying that Hardy and Samson are putting me, meaning him, Rafael, third, which many people are uh, giving him a pretty solid third. I have him at third. But then he follows up with I don't give a fuck what they say. I'm winning. I'm coming to win. That's all I needed to hear. That is the mindset everyone should have when you're stepping on stage. He acknowledged that, for the most part, nobody has him beating either Hardy or Samson. Now, he don't give a shit about that. He don't care what anybody thinks, that he's not coming here to lose. He's coming to win. Could he beat him? Will he win? I'm not saying it's going to happen. But, you know, I expect to see an improved package with Rafael Brandao. He appears to put on a significant amount of muscle tissue since he last stepped on stage. He brings conditioning. If he didn't lose his shape, hey, keep in mind, it was a couple of years ago that he beat Samson. Yes, Samson has made a lot of changes, a lot of improvements since then. But Rafael has made improvements, and with the added size, and if he maintains all these other gifts that he has, I'm not saying he's going to beat him, but you don't count him out either. I wouldn't be shocked if we see at some point a three-man call-out with Hardy, Samson, and Rafael. But the point of this video is what Rafael said on the Menace podcast. He has the mindset of a champion, the mindset a champion's supposed to have. Every competitor stepping on stage should have that mindset. Like I said, once you are ready to settle for anything less than first place, anything less than a win, you've already accepted defeat. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.